So the Rohingya are indigenous to Burma or Myanmar, and they're living in their ancestral lands. They've always had citizenship in that country. They've had voting rights. They were elected to government positions until 1982, when the military junta stripped them of their citizenship and rendered them basically stateless. Although that word might mean that they don't belong to a country, they have a country they belong to. They just weren't citizens anymore. So from there were other times when the military had tried to persecute them, but that was actually their strongest move. And from that point on, they were extremely persecuted. Obviously, in Canada, if you're not a citizen, you still have rights. But in other countries like Burma, if you're not a citizen, then you basically are subhuman. So their situation is 150,000 have been living in IDP camps or internally displaced person camps since 2012 with extremely limited or no access to food, water, healthcare, schooling, and just being able to work. So their situation has been going on for a very long time. Back in 2015 and before this crisis, a few reports came out, one from London's Queen Mary University, one from Yale University, calling their situation a genocide. The UN just recently said that their situation is a textbook case of ethnic cleansing. Um, we know that rape has been used as a weapon by the military. So 52% of the women interviewed by the UN in their flash report reported some form of sexual assault. Many of them said they were gang raped, and girls as young as 11 years old had reported that. So they're limited in how much they can move. You need special, permission to be able to move from town to town. So there was a story actually that Burma Task Force documented where a girl, she was 18 months old. Her name was Fatima. And because she went to visit her grandfather without permission with her parents, her and her parents were held in prison for, I believe it was about 2 years or something like that, just because they moved from one place to another without permission. So you could understand the kind of situation that they're in, where there's basically no freedom, no access to food, no access to healthcare, no access to water. It's a very difficult situation for them.